Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first day of the 33-day energy exercise that we're all doing together to improve our lives for the better. And here to help with all of this, me and you guys, is Kier.
Hi.
She is my daughter, and she is also my assistant. And why don't you tell us why you want to participate with this?
I really want to participate because I want to open myself up to like happiness and just more blessings and just stuff like that, and feel grateful for everything. And I feel the way to do that is basically just to feel grateful, and I just want to do the exercise to continue to remember to be grateful for everything.
All right. And she has not studied any of the subjects of law of attraction, any of that. She just always hears me babbling on. And now at 25, she's finally getting interested. So this will be a brand new journey, an exercise program for her as well. So let's get right in. Today, what we're going to talk about is what you're currently feeling, where you're currently at, your current anxieties, your current worries, what's going on, heartaches, emotional baggage, all of that we need to address today because we're going to shelf that for the rest of this exercise. But you've always got to acknowledge your feelings, give them their voice, because once it's acknowledged and you're like, okay, this is my truth, this is what I feel, then you can release it. Just as Kara was saying, she is about being sad and wanting to be happy more. And so today she is going to acknowledge the fact that she feels down in the dumps more than she feels happy. And she wants to get to a place where she sees the beauty in everything and feels that gratitude constantly. All right. So we need to talk about what bothers us the most, what we fear the most, what's hanging on. And for me personally, to share with you guys, I think the biggest heavy thing in my energy field at this time that prevents me from success is a huge fear of failure. What do you think yours is?
I think mine is a fear of like getting hurt or being disappointed. So I hold back from a lot.
Abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to work through all that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we all have different things. All right. I've been at this for a very long time. So I worked through a lot of my shadow energy, my emotional trauma years back. All right. Which has prepared me and enabled me to do this with you guys now and bring you everything that I did and I learned along the way that healed me and made my life a better, much better life. And with her sitting here, she can attest to how my life was and what I went through prior to really getting into the law of attraction and energy and all of that, opposed to now.
Absolutely.
And so it's a bit inspiring, and that's why she wants to really dive in 100% in this as well. So let's just take a moment and sit with ourselves, really connect into our heart space and acknowledge everything that hurts, everything that we are afraid of, everything that feels wrong, everything that we're angry about right now. Let's acknowledge all of that, because even though we don't want to feel those things that way, that is a part of who we are. And just the acknowledgement of it is like, okay, I give you permission to exist. And in doing that, you give yourself permission to exist. So let's just sit for a moment with all of that, acknowledge it, and then we are going to make a promise to ourselves that we're going to shelf this all of this for 33 days. After that, we can worry about it again. We can be afraid again. We can dwell on the heartache, the pain, the injustice, everything that's been unfair. We can focus on all of that again in 33 days. But for right now, we are going to focus on love. So let's acknowledge those feelings so that we can release them. So I'll just give everybody a minute. All right. If you need more time, just pause the video. Okay, so all of that we have put on the shelf and it can sit there. All right, it's there. So next we need to talk about your energetic barrier. Okay. And this is not going to just be about this exercise. This is also about you in your life with success, manifestation, dreams in general. Each and every one of us has an energetic barrier. It's our wall that we hit. And, whenever we're starting something new, we're excited, we're motivated, we're ready to go, ready to go, ready to go. But then as you get into it after a few days, a week, a couple weeks, you start to peter out in that energy. It's not because you're a failure or because you just can't get it right. That's your energetic barrier. You hit that wall. And when that happens, you go to your programming, which is to pull back, to stop, to give up, to go back into self insecurity, to berate oneself. I'm not good enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. And then, once you get in that mode, then everything else that has happened is wrong jumps on that, right? And then you're just in a spiral, right? So this is also going to teach you about your energetic barrier. And so through this journey, really pay attention to when you want to start giving up or if you do give up, okay? Because that's going to tell you, okay, that's where my wall is. This amount of time, or when I have to invest this amount of energy, like you're going to learn about yourself, and it will help you not with just this exercise, but in life in general. And you'll understand that energetic barrier and not see yourself as a failure, as giving up, or I'm just not talented, I'm not good enough, I'm not enough of something, right? It's none of that is the truth. It's that energetic barrier from your subconscious programming. And we are going to give you everything you need to break through that. Okay, so just keep that in perspective along this journey. Is there, everybody has an energetic barrier, and I've had to overcome mine. And when you do, it is the best feeling in the whole world. All right. So I just want to bring that up. Now, also during this, if at any point you just do kind of stop, that's totally okay. You can come back and restart this exercise at any time. All right. So again, don't beat yourself up. You tried, and that means you shifted your energy. And when you come back, you're going to have more success. So don't give up. If you stop, don't give up. Come back at another time when you're ready again. And if like you miss a day or two, that's all right. Just pick up where you left off. Now, if you miss like 5 days to a week or longer, you're going to want to restart it. Okay. Because the first few exercises and what we talk about is to really start transmuting your energy. And once you get in that process, if you just give up, then it doesn't, like, that's why we're doing this for 33 days, to make it permanent. Okay. So energetic barrier. And if you give up, that's okay. We will always be right here for you. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Yes. All right. This will require discipline, dedication, diligence, and focus of your every thought, of your every emotion. And at first, I will not lie to you, it is going to seem like work and like, oh, is this worth it? It is. Why? Because you're going to change your life. You're going to break out of these patterns, out of your self-sabotage, out of being defeated, out of feeling like it's never you, you never win. Like, you're going to overcome all of that. But what you've been doing, it doesn't work, right? That's why you're here. So we are telling you, try this, do this, give it a fair shot for 33 days. And then you'll be like, oh my gosh, it was always this in my mind. Yes, I know it seems easy. It seems voodoo. It seems whatever, right?
Yeah.
I mean, think about when I first started talking about this stuff.
Yeah, I did. I was like, whatever, I don't care. Like,
like, you crazy, Ma, you crazy. What's going on with you?
That's what I did.
So, it's just, you've got to give it a fair chance. And I love that she can sit here and tell you like how my life used to be, and just how much of a weak, broken person that I was, and just from different traumas that I'd been through, and then facing that, going through dark night of the soul, facing the shadow energy, and then evolving into this. And so she knows, that's why she's here. And I want to give that to all of you, because in my heart, everybody should be living their best life and feel happy more than they feel sad.
Absolutely.
But this will take diligence, dedication of every single thought. Okay. because um, all of tomorrow, I want you to tally, or even today, today or tomorrow, whenever, I want you to tally how many negative thoughts and emotions are moving through you in the course of a day. You will be surprised. I know when I first did that, I was like, man, I thought I was a very positive person, but I had some work to do. So you take note of it, okay? Take note of how often, and when you notice it happening, or something triggering you into a lower vibrational emotion, remind yourself, not today. For 33 days, we're not doing this. We're going to switch to positive. We're going to switch to something that, is going to pull my mind or my heart away from this lower vibrational energy at this time. All right. So it will require focus. It will be hard at first. I'm not even going to lie, but it gets easier. And then like now, I just, as soon as I start going, I just know, and I stop myself. Okay. Um, Also, the journal. Okay. That I mentioned in the intro, you will need a journal or a notebook, okay, to document this process. We're going to do a lot of different things with this journal. And today, what we're going to do is an assessment of how you're feeling, how you're doing, what you're thinking. So in your notebook, in your journal, write these things down, because these are the questions that I want you to ask yourself and notate so that you can reference back later in the journey. Okay. So how are you currently feeling? And be brutally honest. If you're in a great mood, you're joyful, you're excited, write that down. If you're feeling miserable and like, I'm doing this because I like you and I trust you, but write that. What is your truth? So what are you feeling today? And then next, what are you most worried about? What is that thing that you overanalyze, that leaves you kind of feeling ungrounded, brings you anxiety? What are you most worried about? All right. And what do you want to get out of this course? And Kier discussed that a little bit, what she was hoping for at the beginning. So what do you truly want to get out of this course? And lastly, let's make a promise to ourselves right now, me, her, and all of you together, to say, we are going to do this. We are going to stick with it to the very, very end, no matter what it takes. I will do this for me, because going through this whole course is truly a testament to your desire to transform, to improve, but most importantly, to love you. Okay. Because it's going to take self-love to follow it all the way through to the end. And that's true of anything. When you're putting in work, you got to make the time, you got to put in the effort, right?
Yeah, nothing's easy. Like, it will be once you get the hang of it, but not at the beginning. It's going to be hard.
And so even though there's no monetary fee for this course,
there's discipline.
Yes, you're paying energetically, but that payment of the energy is all for you to improve, to transform, to have the life that you dream. Let's talk about some of our biggest dreams right now.
I want to move to Florida eventually. And I love the water and the beach, and I want to have water toys and just stuff like that. That's my dream. My mom's is different, but that's mine currently.
I guess for me, I would have to say at this point, like real true love, right? Real true love. That's my biggest dream.
Yeah.
And I will have to say I have definitely kept that energy at bay, even though at times I've lied to myself trying to act like, oh, I'm open to love.
I agree that you weren't.
But I haven't been, but that's okay, because Spirit had me focus where I needed to focus, which was on me, to heal myself, to grow myself, to transform into the person of a reflection of somebody I would want to be with. Okay. So I feel like I'm finally there. I worked on a lot of different stuff. So she wants to be able to move to Florida and have a happy life.
Yours was all deep, and I was...
It's all right. She's married, just married with, and she has a baby. So her dreams are, obviously we're on different pages, but that's what's beautiful about this. I'm 44. She is 25. So we have that difference in energy of what you're reaching for, what I'm reaching for, what you guys are reaching for, but we're all here together as a spiritual family, loving each other, supporting each other, and encouraging each other. And for the next 33 days, Kira and I will be here for you every single day at 12 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time.
I'm excited.
And we're going to try to premiere every single one of these videos so that we can chat with you guys as in live. Okay.
Answer any questions that you guys may have or anything of the such.
Mm-hmm. And if you have any questions after this first video, just leave it in the comments and we will both reply to that. All right. So I do feel that's all my notes that I wanted to talk about for this first day. Your only assignment really is to identify and set your negative emotions on the shelf for now and do your assessment in your journal. All right. So that is everything. Thank you so much for joining us. We are sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.